Want to know how to level up your video productions? That one secret YouTubers don't want you to know? Camera movement. Even the most subtle of motion in your videos will seriously increase the interest and perceived quality of your productions. But it's tricky to get right, even with a massive great slider like this. If you make the slightest of mistakes, it can really pull the viewer out of the video and make it look a bit unprofessional. The Smarter Slider Mini 2 has now become an essential bit of my camera bag. So join me, James Bruce from MakeUseOf.com Reviews, as I tell you and show you why. Now look, I should preface this by saying I'm not an expert filmmaker by any means. I've been doing reviews for a couple of years now, granted, but still, I would consider myself an amateur in terms of video productions. But until now, any camera movement that I've done on video has been using the fluid head on my tripod, which doesn't quite look right. It's not the same as moving along if you're just spinning around an axis. Or I've used this, but to be honest, most of the time it's too much bother to get this out. It's big, it's heavy, and I can't really do it that smoothly anyway. The Smarter Mini Slider 2 is small, lightweight, and oh so buttery smooth, with motorized automated motion. And it's incredibly simple to use. Capable of carrying up to 33 pounds or 15 kilos for horizontal slides and 2.6 pounds or 1.25 kilos for vertical motion, it's pretty versatile. And the device itself only weighs 1.25 pounds or 500 grams. It arrives fully constructed. There's no screws to add in, no things to put together. It's just what you find here. Although the quick mount plate is provided separately. Once you've mounted your camera onto this, you'll find a single button on the side here. Simply hold this down to turn the device on, then double tap to start a motion over to the other side. Ooh, isn't that smooth? The total travel distance is 8 inches or 20 centimeters. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but for most shots it should be fine. It's really only for far landscape shots that just won't be suitable. I did try a few, but to be honest, I couldn't actually notice any motion in the final shot at all, so I won't bother showing you those. On the other hand, it is absolutely perfect for close-up product shots. For finer control over the travel speed, simply download the Smarter Go app. And then it pairs over Bluetooth, and you can control the speed of the slide anywhere from 0.1 millimeters per second to the maximum speed of 1 centimeter per second, which is the default that it will travel along if you're just using the button at the side here. Now the software also opens up some other capabilities like speed ramping, where you can make it go slow and then speed it up in the middle and then go slow again, as well as things like time lapses. Now it manages to do time lapses thanks to a trigger control port here. Next to the USB-C charging port, you'll find a simple 2.5mm jack. Now, 3 different cables are supplied in the set, so this covers connectivity with pretty much all of the major camera manufacturers. Now, the other reason to use this cable is that when you initiate a motion, it can automatically start recording, which is really useful. And for those of you asking, can it do loop mode, where you just set it to keep going left, right, left, right? Yes, it can. You'll need to use the app for that. However, it can indeed do that. So it's a pretty simple product in the end, but there's no way I could have shot any of these example videos by hand. I'm just not that smooth. With a battery capable of 14 hours of continuous movement and 1.5 hour charge time, that's going to cover you for easily an entire day of shooting, if not more. And because it's a USB-C connection, you can connect it to any standard phone charger or portable battery bank that you have. And there's no need to wait for it to charge. You can just carry on using it with the power plugged in. So the Slider Mini 2 is heavy enough to be stable with smartphones, action cameras, and most DSLRs. Though of course, if you're using one of those full frame censored cameras, which are a little bit top heavy, or one of the larger lenses attached to your camera, then you may have problems. And it's at that point you'll need to connect this to a tripod or something similar. It does have a mounting point on the base, so that's easy enough to do. But for most purposes, you won't need to do that. It should be stable enough on its own. However, unlike something like this, which has legs which can be expanded and pulled out to increase stability, this doesn't have anything like that. Of course, with the right adapter, you can use it for vertical shots as well. Alternatively, as I mentioned, you could put your phone on this, so it's great for travel bloggers, vloggers, that sort of thing. As for the price, at $400, it is a premium accessory. But despite the short length of the slider, the features that it packs into the mobile app and the sheer smoothness of the travel really make this a worthwhile addition to your camera kit, I think. The app connectivity is reliable and the additional features that it offers are really useful. Anyway, I hope this review and the sample shots that you've seen have been useful to help you decide if this is something you'd like to invest in for your camera bag. Thanks to Smarter, we have another one of these Slider Mini 2s to give away to one lucky viewer. To enter, simply click on the link in the description that goes to makeuseof.com, and at the end of the full review, you'll find a giveaway widget where you can enter your details to be in with a chance of winning one. The bonus code you're looking for is Smooth Slider, and if you enter that into the widget, you'll get some bonus entries. Thanks for watching. Do consider subscribing for more reviews like this, gadget giveaways, tech tutorials, and more from all of us at makeuseof.com. Until next time.